Last week, we had Cal Brooks and Stephanie Linden on to talk about their event, Cards for a Cure, which is coming up very soon in the Tallahassee area. I want to encourage you to go to their website to see more about that, because if there's ever been an example of survival, it's these women that they honor each year at the Cards for a Cure event in Tallahassee. The website is www.cardsforacuretallahassie.com. So I want to encourage you to go there and check out everything that's going on this year. Their event is coming up October 1st. It's going to be there in Tallahassee from 7 p.m. to midnight. It's the 6th annual Cards for a Cure, and it's honoring Stephanie Linden, who was on for an interview last week. They do all kinds of fun stuff. There's gambling, of course. It's just free chips and stuff. So it's guilt-free gambling that you do for fun. But they also have a huge silent auction as well as a live auction. And they are auctioning off a girlfriend trip to New York. I think it's maybe for 5 girls, all the shopping money and all this cool stuff. So there's going to be lots of fun going on, as well as just telling the stories of these amazing women and raising money for their cause. Stephanie Linden herself grew up knowing about cancer because she watched her paternal grandfather fight but ultimately lose his battle with lung and brain cancer. She heard stories about her grandfather another grandfather losing his battle with breast cancer, and her grandmother succumbing to ovarian cancer. Not very often do you hear of men with breast cancer, but I have heard of that more than once. So there was cancer all throughout her family. Then 15 years ago, her own mother, Kay Cable, was diagnosed with breast cancer. Kay fought and won her battle in 2006 during a self-exam. And then in 2006, during a self-exam, Stephanie found a lump in her right breast and knew immediately that something was very wrong. And 2 weeks later, Stephanie was diagnosed with invasive ductal breast cancer. She immediately became the aggressor in her battle with this disease. And I mean, when she was aggressive, she was aggressive. She completely gutted herself pretty much. Within weeks, Stephanie had a double mastectomy, began reconstructive surgery, and started chemotherapy, all there at Tallahassee Memorial Hospital, which is where all the money goes to for the funds that are raised from Cards for a Cure. But realizing that knowledge is power and worrying about her sisters and her young daughter, Stephanie had a comprehensive BRAC analysis performed. And unfortunately, but not to her surprise, she tested positive for BRCA2 mutation. Which, as a result of this information, in the same year that she had the double mastectomy, she had a total abdominal hysterectomy and oophorectomy, which is your ovaries, done in that same year in November of 2006. And later followed in her footsteps. Her sisters went through the genetic testing and decided to have prophylactic or just voluntary, sort of preemptive double mastectomies to make sure that they also didn't develop the actual cancer. So during her battle, she faced many challenges, being laid off from work. She had divorce, ultimately raising her daughter by herself. But during this time, she never gave up, and she was just an inspirational person to talk to last week. So I want to encourage you guys to go there, learn more about it, go to this event, support them. It's cardsforacuretallahassie.com. So you guys look that up online and get involved.